So we'll be designing the remaining 3 screens, which is the onboarding scope, the first, second, and the third. So far we have been able to complete 22 screens. Now we'll be designing the onboarding screen, but let me explain this text. The green ones are designed with 24 month Tesseract both, and the small one is also in 18 and regular, the 3 of them. So we'll be needing this for the screen just to reduce the time frame of this video. That's why I've typed it before now. So we are duplicating this, then we change it to onboarding. This will be the first one. Then we'll scale this down because we will be needing this. It's in this screen, just scale it to 50 by 50. Okay, then we'll change the position to be 30. We can make use of, whenever we know how this will be placed on the design, we can use this place as well for the positioning. And also we'll be needing illustration, the text, and other things. So let me pick the illustration first from the file. Go into the illustration folder. Then we'll pick the remaining 3. We have used the OTP for the OTP screen when we are designing that, but we need this for the onboarding. The 3. Yes, so we'll be needing this saving for this screen. Align to the center. Then we bring in our text. So the text will only be picking the first 2. Alright. Make sure that this is having 200 pixels to the bottom. Have this to be 200. Okay, then this and this is having 24. And ensure that it's having 30 pixels. The 2 of them is having 30 pixels to the side of the frame. Okay, fine. Let's take this up a little bit. Let's this to be 120 to the top. Then we need an indicator to be here. So this will be indicator. So to design the indicator, we need the rectangle should be 22 by 5 in height. Okay, give it the corner radius, make sure 30 something thereabout. Okay, and we need circle. Press on the keyboard and shift drag. That also should be 5 by 5. But we should be having 4 pixels on each other. Then we duplicate the circle also to be having 4 pixels to the other side. Okay, grouping the 3 of them. Limit indicator. The indicators. Then we change the color of the first one to be deep green, and the remaining 2 will be light green. So the remaining 2 circles, choose light green for that. Okay. Then we need a circle here, a background something. So press on the keyboard and make sure hold on shift to be 600 by 600. Okay, ensure that we have this inside the frame. Then we need a button. Just copy any button. Let me use Ctrl C to copy and paste, and do some adjustments on that. So the button should be 155 in width, 72 in height. Let the height to be the same, and then select the marks inside as well to make the adjustments. Then align the marks and the button to be properly aligned together. Okay, pick the whole of the button. I'll still do some adjustments. Make sure the button is having 30 to the side and 40 to the bottom. This should be 30 and this should be 40. Okay, then this should be next, and the font here should be 18. Take it 20. Then the design, the 2 design, we have the 2 circles we have inside. Adjust that and make sure it's at the top of the arrow so that the arrow can be more visible rather than that. Okay, this is fine. Selecting this, take it up a little bit to be at the center like that. So the color of the big circle should be E in 6 places. So have it light like that. The first one is too deep. Then we duplicate the first onboarding screen to be the second onboarding screen. So then we change these two tests. We change the two tests. We change this indicator. So firstly, let's change the indicator. We just move this one, this circle to this side, and shift this to this side. So we're having 4 pixels like that on this screen. Then we change our text. Change the two tests. So the way to check is to ensure that this is having is 200 pixels to the bottom. This should be 200 and we're having 30 pixels to that side. Then we take this circle, shift this circle to the middle, make sure it's aligned to the center. Okay, and we go to the next screen. This onboarding is labeling it 4 and this is supposed to be 2. We have the first one. That's supposed to be 2, and also we change the illustration we have there. So I can cut this and select and make sure we place paste to replace, just to replace that. So then we duplicate again to have the third onboarding screen. Give it 3. Firstly, let's paste to replace the trading. So Ctrl X to copy, select this and paste to replace. Just replace that. Simple. Delete these two tests. Select this. So check the padding. So we're having 200 to the bottom of the frame. Okay. Then the circle should be and we will increase this, increase the length. This should be fine. Then we check the max. So far this we have increased the width to 204. So the max also should be 204. Enter and you align with the rectangle we have at the bottom. So then we change this to get started. And you can do some adjustments with the ellipse. If you have this to be on this side, you can add this to be here on this particular level. Okay, then the indicator. We change our indicator also. This indicator should be having 4 pixels to that side. This should be having 4 pixels. And this should be having 4 pixels. Okay, done with the indicator. So the onboarding touch screen is also designed. So with this we are done with all the screen needed. So with this like this we are done with all the necessary screen for the Bpay mobile application. So from the welcome page to the sign in, from the sign in to sign up, from sign up to OTP, from OTP to fill details to balance menu, cards, transactions, both the history and the details. We have the transfer, the confirmation, and we have, so I also make some kind of misspelling over here. It's con, I'm writing com. So this is O. It's also indicating that the spelling is not correct. Like this now we're having confirmation and what else, and on. So we are done like this with the 25 screens. Probably on Wednesday, if I see our turnout with the assignment, and probably on Wednesday we'll start the prototype that will make this thing looks more meaningful, improved way, not still seeing everything as maybe a kind of graphic design and like. So we'll see what we call UI design when we get to prototype, auto layout and constraint. Okay.